What is up, my little unicorns, new and old? It's West Indie Ray, back again with another video. So yes, you clicked on this video because you wanted to see information about Yoni steaming. More specifically, how the Yoni steaming practice is done. So at the end of this video, I will go into detail about what Yoni steaming is and how it can help you in your life. But I purposefully did the whole process of how I personally do it in the beginning of the video, just in case you already know that information and you just want to see how it's done. There are parts of my steaming practice that I did not film just because, you know, today I was actually steaming and it's a very sacred thing for me, and I just didn't want to, you know, film the whole process. I felt like I would be more comfortable if there wasn't a camera in my face. But you guys will get the gist and all the information that you need to kind of sculpt your own Yoni steaming experience. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this video.
Before I begin steaming, I always start with a nice warm shower. Then I begin to get my supplies ready. As you can see, I'm using a stainless steel bowl. I would suggest stainless steel or glass, no plastic. I also have some crystals, incense, my Earth Mama Medicine Yoni Steam Blend, my gown that I got from Etsy, manifestation journal, some sage, a singing bowl, and some music, just in case I want to listen to some uplifting music during my steam. I also go sometimes and I set myself up some steeped tea leaves or mint. So I'm getting some mint and some leaf of life, and I'm going to put that in some water, steep it for a little bit, and fill up a mason jar with water and drink it with a little bit of honey to kind of hydrate myself during the process. So here you can see that I am lighting my incense. I also have a candle in rose quartz that I'll have burning for love abundance during my steam. And I am just going to add my steam blend from Earth Mama Medicine into my bowl. And I'm going to add some water. There are specific instructions on how much you use, but I kind of choose to eyeball it. Next, I'm just going to slide that bowl underneath my stool. And then I'm going to go ahead and sit on it. I wear the Yoni steaming gown, A, because it makes me feel like a queen, and B, because it really does a good job at trapping in that steam. So there goes my beverage that I made. It's just leaf of life and mint and some honey and alkaline water, and I usually start by saging myself and setting my intentions for the steam. I'm using smoky quartz. It's a really good detoxifying crystal, and I like that it's pointed. I usually point it directly at myself. And during my steam, I did write in my manifestation journal, but you can do other things like just listen to music or spend some alone time and meditate. And this is how beautiful the organic Earth Mama Medicine herbs look after the session.
Okay, so I hope you guys really enjoyed that portion of the video and see how you can sculpt your own Yoni steaming experience. This part of the video is basically just going to be me telling you guys what Yoni steaming is and how it can be beneficial to you. So I've known this information for a while, but today I'm going to kind of just read off to you this Yoni steaming guide that I got from the Yoni Steam Shop. It actually came with my Yoni steaming stool and cushion that I purchased. I will leave the link to that down in the description box below. But instead of freestyling or writing out my own thing, I'm just going to kind of tell you guys what Yoni steaming is based on what she wrote. The information is all very factual and it aligns with my beliefs. So here we go. So the Yoni is a Sanskrit word for vagina. Vaginal steaming is practiced on every continent in the world, and it is referenced in literature going back for thousands of years. So this is how women cared for themselves and protected their fertility before modern medicine was available. You guys know who I am if you have been following my channel for a long time, and you know that I'm not really one to try to use pharmaceuticals or medicine or really even let a doctor tell me what I already know about myself. I'm more the type of girl who understands what's going on with me because I take the time to do so, and I remedy my different situations as they arise. So I am a very big fan of Yoni steaming and any traditional practice that has kept women on the planet and producing for years and years and centuries and decades and all that good stuff. So some of the benefits of Yoni steaming are less painful periods and reduced cramping, regular periods, long cycles shorten and short cycles lengthen, potential decrease in fibroids and cysts, reduction in black or brown bleeding, potential increased fertility, faster postpartum recovery, return of missing periods, reduction in large clots, decreasing infections. So for a lot of people who get yeast infections and things like that all the time, this can really help you. It's really good for managing herpes outbreaks. You get better sleep, you get an increased sex drive, and you also get increased natural lubrication. So if you are a woman who has long periods, vaginal dryness, just wants vaginal health, if you just had a baby, Yoni steaming may be something that you want to look into. Now, they typically suggest that when you do steam, you steam between 10 and 30 minutes. I typically steam around 20 minutes or so, and you guys saw that when I do mine, I meditate sometimes. I write my manifestation journal. If you guys want more information on my manifestation practice, I will also leave the links to that down in the description box below as well. But I do that. I also like to get in my zone and think and visualize about the things that I want in my life. If you guys want more information on my manifestation practice, which is one of the main ways that my channel got popularized, I will leave the links to that in the description box below. Another thing that I enjoy doing is using my steaming practice to release some of the trauma that I have experienced in my womb. Many of you know this, that women, we store our traumas in our yoniverse. And if we do not release these traumas, they can haunt us for our whole life. Me personally, I've been working a lot on releasing a trauma that I experienced a few years back, that it was brought to my attention by one of my close girlfriends that I really needed to do some work in that area. So today I intentionally, pinpointed that one thing that happened to me and use this as an opportunity to release, and I feel so much lighter. There are also cautions when it comes to Yoni steaming, which I will read to you right here. It says, do not steam during your period or anytime you see fresh red blood. Don't steam after insemination when you're trying to conceive. Don't steam during pregnancy or if you may be pregnant. Do not steam during infection. Do not steam if you're prone to spontaneous bleeding. Do not steam during a hot flash. And always exercise your caution and judgment around hot liquids. It is very easy to knock over a bowl and burn yourself, especially if you're using the hovering method. Not everybody is going to want to invest in an actual Yoni steaming stool like I have. It is very important for me and my upkeep of my divine femininity for me to Yoni steam regularly, and I just find that it is easier with a stool. So that's why I have a stool, but I understand that not everybody is trying to do that. So you can do other techniques like just hover over it in squat position or on your knees. I would suggest to put something on the ground so that your knees don't get too much friction and become rough and dry, because we don't have time for that. But there are other methods that you can use in order to get that steam, under you and not burning yourself. But always exercise caution, especially when dealing with boiling hot water. So that is about it for today's video. I hope y'all enjoyed it and you loved it. If you have other women in your life and you want to share this good news, I'm just going to put a disclaimer and say, this person who sent you this video, my dear, is not trying to come for you. They're not trying to make fun of you. They're not trying to tell you that your coochie stank or that it's too dry or anything like that. They are literally just sending you this out of love. So you guys, if you have somebody that you think would benefit from it, or even just a person that has a vagina, please send this video to them, because it has really changed my life. And if anybody is experiencing any type of bad symptoms or just needs to release, it will really be beneficial for them to do their research on this. So I hope you all like this video. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and share. Follow all my social media accounts right down there, and I'll see you in the next one.